Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." This powerful statement encapsulates a fundamental truth. Our mindset dictates our reality. In life, many people blame external obstacle circumstances, environments, and others without realizing that the greatest barrier often resides in our minds. The thoughts and beliefs we hold about ourselves and the world ultimately shape our success or failure. Consider the dreams or goals you've abandoned. What truly held you back? More often than not, it wasn't a lack of skill or opportunity, but rather your belief that you couldn't succeed. Limiting belief thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "I will fail" become mental chains that hold us in place, much like an elephant tied to a small stake. The famous story of the elephant tied by a rope illustrates this concept well. As a young calf, it was tied to a stake it couldn't break free from. Over time, it learned that escape was impossible. Even when it grew into a powerful adult capable of pulling the stake out effortlessly, it never tried because it still believed in its limitations. Similarly, each of us carries invisible chains, limiting beliefs that restrain our potential. This article explores the immense power of mindset in personal growth. We will examine 1. Limiting beliefs, what they are, how they hinder our progress, and the psychological research behind them. 2. Success habits principles that shape a growth-oriented mindset, illustrated with real-life examples and actionable steps. 3. Resilience and neuroplasticity, how the human brain can rewire itself for adaptability and growth. Finally, we will conclude with a powerful call to action, inspiring you to break free from self-imposed limitations. Remember, the key is in your hands. Change your mindset and you change your life. Let's begin this journey of transformation. The invisible barrier holding you back. What are limiting beliefs? Every person holds a set of beliefs about themselves, others, and the world. Some of these beliefs empower us, while others restrict us. Limiting beliefs are false assumptions or ingrained perceptions that we accept as truths, but in reality, they hinder our ability to achieve what we truly desire. In other words, limiting beliefs act as invisible walls in our minds. We believe them to be true, and that belief alone keeps us from breaking through. Consider the following thoughts. "I'm too old to learn something new," or "I'm not smart enough to advance in my career." These are classic examples of limiting beliefs. Psychologist Nicole Celestine defines limiting beliefs as assumptions or perceptions about yourself and the world that, in some way, are holding you back from reaching your full potential. In simpler terms, they are self-imposed restrictions based on subjective perceptions, not actual capabilities. Limiting beliefs often stem from various sources: childhood experiences, past failures, societal conditioning, or even negative comments from others. Over time, we internalize these negative messages, making them a part of our inner dialogue. For example, a child who is repeatedly ridiculed in class may grow up believing, "I'm terrible at public speaking," and as a result, avoid speaking up in meetings, underestimating their own potential even if they are fully capable. How limiting beliefs prevent personal growth. One of the greatest dangers of limiting beliefs is that they create a self-fulfilling prophecy. In psychology, this is called the self-fulfilling prophecy effect. When you strongly believe something about yourself, your behavior aligns with that belief, reinforcing the initial assumption. For example, suppose you have an opportunity for a promotion at work, but you hesitate to apply because you think, "I'm an introvert, I don't have leadership skills." You tell yourself that extroverts naturally thrive in leadership roles and that you are not capable. Because of this belief, you don't even try, and by not trying, you confirm your assumption that you aren't suited for the role. The truth is, many introverts make exceptional leaders, but your belief has become your reality. Limiting beliefs often confine us within a narrow life script, preventing us from seizing opportunities. They paralyze us with fear of failure, of rejection, or of embarrassment. Statements like, "I can't do that," "I'm not wired for this," or "I've always failed at this before, so I'll fail again," are classic markers of a mind trapped by limiting beliefs. How to break free from limiting beliefs. The good news is that limiting beliefs can be changed. The first step is to identify them. Ask yourself, what are the beliefs I hold about myself that may be limiting me? What proof do I have that these beliefs are true? Have I ever seen someone overcome a similar belief? If so, why can't I? Once identified, challenge these beliefs. Replace them with empowering beliefs instead of, "I'm bad at this," reframe it as I'm still learning and I can improve. With consistent effort, you can rewire your brain to think differently. The principles that transform your life. If limiting beliefs hold us back, success habits propel us forward. Many assume that success is primarily determined by talent or luck, but research suggests otherwise. Consistent habits and a resilient mindset play the most crucial role. Key success habits explained. Saying yes to challenges before instinctively saying no. Often, our first response to new opportunities is hesitation. Fear of failure makes us say no to things that might push us out of our comfort zones. By consciously choosing to say yes first, you create the possibility for growth and new experiences. Doing the most important task first in the morning. Willpower is strongest in the morning. Tackling your most critical task early ensures productivity and prevents procrastination. This habit, commonly known as eating the frog, helps prevent decision fatigue and increases daily effectiveness. Surrounding yourself with growth-oriented people. The people you spend time with influence your mindset. Being around ambitious, motivated individuals naturally pushes you toward higher standards, as you are subconsciously influenced by their behaviors and attitudes. Viewing failures as lessons rather than setbacks. Every failure is an opportunity to learn. Instead of dwelling on mistakes, successful people analyze them to find what went wrong and improve in the future. This shift in perspective removes fear and fosters a resilient, adaptive mindset. History is full of examples of people who succeeded through resilience. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career, but attributes his success to learning from each failure. Thomas Edison, after thousands of failed experiments, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." By studying the habits and mindsets of successful individuals, you can adopt similar principles to create a powerful mindset that fosters personal and professional growth. This video was produced by Rocket Motivation. Please like and subscribe to support us. Thank you for listening.